name's Jack Delaney, and I want to welcome you to our Memorial Day ceremony. At this time, I would like to ask the Lake Picatinny Elk 782 to present arms and raise the flag.
Left, face. Present, arms.
This time we'll do presentation of wreaths. Mayor and Council, Mount Arlington Fraternal Order of Police, Mount Arlington Fire Department, Mount Arlington Boy Scouts, and the Mount Arlington Girl Scouts. If you would please come forward.
Order, arms.
You'll join me in a moment of silence, please. Thank you. At this time, we will have Pat.
Present, arms.
Corson. All yours. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Corson Lisinski, and I want to thank her. Thank you.
Honor guard. Order, arms.
Amazing.
Elks color guard dismissed.
Right, face. Forward, march.
Time I'd like everybody to stand, which we are for the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by our Grand Marshal.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I want to thank the mayor, council, the parade committee, and everyone else here to come to this event. And it's been an honor that I represent all the veterans that are here today, not just myself. Plus, I want to thank Christina. Where is she? She works so hard for the veterans in this community. Keep up the good work, Christina.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
At this time, our national anthem will be sung by Gianna Rinaldi, Maggie McDonald, and Hannah Kennedy.
Beautiful.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last ring, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were blown, the bombs bursting in air, we proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Amazing. Beautiful.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. At this time, I would like to call up our mayor, who I'm sure has a few words.
Please be seated. So I have just a few words. First of all, I want to thank Christina Chismar, Carolyn Rinaldi for putting this together. Amazing, amazing work. Thank you so much. And I want to make a special announcement that there is a very, very special person here today. When we talk about Memorial Day, we talk about sacrifice and gratitude. And Sergeant Jimmy DeStasio, we love you. And it's a beautiful thing to live in a small town and see a small town come together behind service and sacrifice. And Jimmy and I were just talking, and he says, I'm just still concerned about the safety and security and welfare of all of you. So, it's an amazing thing. So I want to thank you, Jimmy, for everything you've done, and thank you for being here today. So Jack asked me to say a few words. So a few words I'd like to say are God, gratitude, service, sacrifice, family, community, Mount Arlington, and America. Those are great words. I don't have a lot else to say besides that, but I hope that as adults we teach our children those words, and we teach them about the sacrifice that these gentlemen and women have made when they put on that uniform and they get that call. When that bell rings, they're here. They're out there for us. Look at our firemen, and you guys have heard me say it many a time, when your house, God forbid, is on fire, you're running out, they're running in. But I don't want to conflate too many things here. Again, this is a day to memorialize those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for us and our freedoms. There are some people I want to thank for being here. We got our sheriff, Jimmy Gannon. Thank you, sir. And thank you for your color guard. They look so fantastic. Assemblyman Anthony Bucco is here today also. He has our back at all times. He's a big supporter of Mount Arlington. He's here all the time. You can see our Boy Scouts. He comes to every Boy Scout Eagle ceremony. So thank you for all of your dedication to our town. We have our freeholders here today. Doug Cabana, Kathy DiFilippo, and Tom Mastrangelo. Our councilman, Andrew Cangiano, Lee Lowridge, Captain Jack Delaney, Captain, retired from the Sheriff's Department with Jimmy Cannon, Ray Samard, right here, and Nita Gelade couldn't make it, nor could Dr. Sadow. But I also want to thank our wives, okay? Without them, we would be nowhere. I wouldn't even know what to put on in the morning. So thank you, honey, for helping me get dressed every day. There's one person who's not here, and his name is Bob Sorge. You guys know him. He's been here for 18 years straight. This is the first time he hasn't been here. So I'm going to try something that my kids are really good at, and it's called FaceTime. Okay. And we're going to FaceTime Bob because he moved to Florida to retire, and we're just going to say a quick hello to Bob, if I can get it together. If not, oh well. Yeah, one of the kids will help me. So it's a big thing for Bob. This is the first time he's missed this in 18 years. Anyway, I'll just keep talking while we're waiting for the technology to work. But here we go. Bob, is that you? It said, would like to FaceTime. Accept. I have to hit accept. Okay, now he's in a little, oh God. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, say hi to Bob Sorge. Bob Sorge. Hi, Bob. 18 years of service in Mount Arlington, plus he served our country in Vietnam, and he's still paying the price for that with his exposure to the defoliant Agent Orange, and but he's retired nicely in Florida. So again, thank you, Bob. Thank you for everything. All right, buddy. Thank you, Bob.
I appreciate it. And people of Mount Arlington, I'm glad to have served you for 18 plus years.
All right, thanks, sir. So, I just want to end with, every day we want to remember those who served for us. We want to thank them. We want to teach our kids to respect that and thank them. And let's serve God every day, honor God, and do our best. That's all we can do. So thank you so much. Have a great day. I'm introducing... All right, so I'm going to introduce and make some comments about our Grand Marshal, Frank Maher, right? Did I pronounce that right?
Mar.
Some people say Mar, some people say Mayor. It's Mar. Mar. Okay, now that we got that straight, because I ruined it 3 times already. So, today is Frank's 94th birthday, right? No, it's his birthday, 94 years old. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Frank. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Oh, jeez.
Very good. Thank you, sir. So Frank was commissioned in 1943 as a Navy Armed Guard petty officer in World War II. Where, go Navy, all right. Where he was a second-class gunner's mate in charge of gun crews while on board 3 merchant tankers and 1 Liberty ammunition ship. He served in the Atlantic, European, and Pacific combat areas and was discharged in 1946 to the Organized Reserve Navy Training Center in Clifton, New Jersey. Now, the story gets even deeper. Frank was recalled to active duty from the Clifton Center in 1950 for the Korean War, where he was assigned as a petty officer first-class gunner's mate on the USS Menard APA201 as a gun captain of a main gun battery. The Assault Transport Menard participated in the troop operations along the coast of North Korea during 2 periods of combat actions, the Communist China Spring Offensive in 1951 and the UN Summer-Fall Offensive of 1951, and the ship and crew received 2 Bronze Stars. In 1952, Frank was separated to the Clifton Reserve Center once again. After standby status for many Cold War crises and called up again for the Cuba crisis, he was discharged in 1968 after 25 years of active and inactive service. So he's got a list of awards and medals, and I really think it warrants me saying them. So it's a U.S. Navy Combat Action Ribbon for World War II, the American Campaign Medal, the Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal, the European African Middle Eastern Campaign Medal, World War II Victory Medal,
Amazing.
U.S. Navy Combat Ribbon for Korea, the Korean Service Medal and 2 Bronze Stars, United Nations Service Medal, Republic of Korea War Service Medal, China Service Medal, National Defense Service Medal, 1 Bronze Star, U.S. Navy Expeditionary Medal for Cuba, U.S. Navy Reserve Medal, U.S. Navy Cold War Certificate of Foreign Awards Medal, Liberation Medal and Certificate of France, the Battle of the Atlantic Certificate of England, Republic of Korea Presidential Unit Citation, Republic of China Badge of Honor for Taiwan, Republic of China Mutual Defense Medal in Taiwan, and he's got the New Jersey Distinguished Service Medal for World War II and Korea. It's a history right here, ladies and gentlemen, of our country. It's living history right there. So remember, let us always teach our children about gentlemen like Frank. So we want to thank you so much, Frank. Any other words you'd like to add today? He's talked out. And now we're going to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Morgan of the Picatinny Arsenal, and we are blessed to have him here today as our keynote speaker. So Samuel Morgan III is a garrison commander, and he's from New Jersey. So there we go. He grew up in Gloucester County, New Jersey. When you hear him speak, you will never get that, okay? and I'll wait for him to speak, so you'll have to piece it together in your head. Anyway, Lieutenant Colonel Sam Morgan entered the Army in 2000 as a transportation officer. His initial assignment was the 4th Infantry Division at Fort Hood, Texas. And then from Fort Hood, he deployed to Joint Task Force Bravo, Soto Cano Air Base, to serve in the J-4. As a captain, he was assigned to the Republic of Korea, where he served as a Marine Terminal Officer and Plans Officer for the G-4 Transportation, 8th United States Army. Following his tour in Korea, he was assigned to Fort Bragg and the 82nd Airborne Division. And I see that airborne, he's 101st, the Screaming Eagles, but our 2 airborne divisions are represented here, which is great. He served as an Assistant Division Transportation Officer and deployed to Afghanistan as the Deputy Joint Transportation Officer for the Combined Joint Task Force 82. He then took command of the distribution company for the 82nd Brigade Support Battalion, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, and deployed his company to Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. After command, he became the brigade's Assistant S4. As a major, Lieutenant Colonel Morgan served in the intelligence and special operations communities. He was assigned to Fort Meade, Maryland, as the Group S4 for the 902nd Military Intelligence Group Counterintelligence. Following his attendance at the Command and General Staff College, Lieutenant Colonel Morgan was reassigned to the U.S. Special Operations Command at MacDill Air Force Base in Florida. Now, during this assignment, he worked plans and policies for the SOF Acquisitions, Technology, and Logistics J4, and desk officer for the J33 Western Hemisphere, an adjunct faculty member for the Joint Special Operations University. And he was a plank holder that created the non-standard logistics course. During Lieutenant Colonel Morgan's last assignment, he was assigned and was selected to command the Special Operations Logistics Support Element for the Joint Special Operations Command at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. Lieutenant Colonel Morgan's deployments include tours to Honduras, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Lieutenant Colonel Morgan's schools and education include the following: Transportation Officer Basic Course, Logistics Captain's Career Course, Combined Arms and Services Staff School, Command and General Staff College, Northern Warfare Basic Mountaineering Course, Jump Master Advanced Airborne School, where he jumped out of airplanes. He holds a BS degree, a Bachelor's of Science, in Electrical Engineering from Widener University, a Master's of Management from the University of Phoenix, and a Master's of Military Arts and Science from the Army's Command and General Staff College. Lieutenant Colonel Morgan's highest award includes the Bronze Star Medal. And I am so proud to have him here, and I know we are in good hands here in America and around the world because of gentlemen like Lieutenant Colonel Morgan. Thank you, sir.
So my wife said, stick to the script or you'll get long-winded, and it's getting hot out here. Bear with me. I think it's probably worth noting that I don't know what this Taylor ham is y'all are talking about.
Boo!
So I've been in the South my entire adult life, not just South Jersey. So some of it's rubbed off on me. But I want to thank you all, just a warm welcome.
Anita's.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, welcome. Memorial Day is a day of national awareness and a solemn reverence. A day for us to honor the men and the women who gave their lives. Gave their lives in the defense of this great nation. Values, our freedoms, and our liberties. Memorial Day was first observed after the Civil War and called Decoration Day because its families typically remembered their loved ones by decorating grave sites with flowers or flags, just as we still do today. In fact, soldiers of the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard, place small American flags at every grave marker in Arlington Cemetery each and every Memorial Day. Of course, we're unable to visit the grave of a fallen soldier, sailor, airman, marine, or coastie. There are other ways to remember the fallen. We can honor them by participating in the national moment of remembrance, a call to voluntary and informally pause at 3 p.m., 1500 for the rest of us, on Monday, Memorial Day, to reflect on and remember those Americans who died in the service to our nation. The loss of these brave men and women throughout our nation's history are felt deeply in our military, as they are in families and communities across this nation. In the military, we consider our greatest asset to be our people. Our volunteer military is a credit to the Americans of all races, genders, and creeds, and our commitment to the defense and the love of this country that binds us together and unifies us. That goes to the heart of what it is meant to be an American. On Memorial Day, I hope too that we can remember the link that we have with our past. To remember the link that we have with all generations that have gone before us, who selflessly served their country and paid the ultimate price. From the recent conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq, back to the American Revolution, our soldiers continuously put the welfare of the nation, the Army, and their fellow soldiers before their own. As we remember soldiers from the beaches of Normandy, to Korea, to Vietnam, and more current events. All these members embodied our values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and selfless service, and personal courage. When Eisenhower gave the go-ahead for Operation Overlord, he said that the eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of our liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. They still are, in so many ways. And today our eyes are upon them as we remember the sacrifices of America's children. Siblings, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and our peers that they made for this country, and the freedom that we enjoy today because of it. Of course, many in the military, we continue to pay a high price for ensuring America's freedom and security. In March this year, we also 32 reserve soldiers of Kuwait. In January, we lost a Green Beret in Afghanistan. We remember them and many more with gratitude and respect for the selfless service they provided to our country. Memorial Day is a time to honor our commitment to never forget those who served and sacrificed our country. And today in this place, we do that once again. You do that once again here today. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for remembering our fellow soldiers and our selfless service. And thank you for remembering their family members. Thank you, and God bless.
Oh my.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing tribute. And you brought it all home for us. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to introduce our veterans that have notified us that they are here. And I just want to make a quick announcement. I ran into a couple of veterans out on the parade route. Send me or Carolyn an email. We'd love to have you ride with us in the future if you were unable to do that today or didn't know. So we don't know who everybody is. So again, Carolyn Rinaldi, Mike Sanzillo, send us an email and we'll make sure we include you next year. So we're going to introduce our veterans that are in attendance. And that is, of course, our Grand Marshal, Frank Maher. There you go. Mount Arlington Councilman, Raymond Simard. There's also, as you can see, a fireman. Wes Martin. Where are you, Wes? Another fireman. Jonathan Feinberg. Roger Roush. Again. Joe Hubbard. Jason Vivian. Charlie Squires. That's right, the only Red Sox fan around. Couldn't let that one go, Charlie, sorry. John Driscoll. John Sedlacek. Austin Piero. Al Rennick. Ed Perillo. Very good. Bob Newkirk.
Yeah, Bob.
Bob Criswell. And Dave Gardner. Where is Dave? Dave, everybody take a look at the guy with his hand up. He runs this parade with military precision. Great job. Dave is a behind-the-scenes guy. And he says, "Not yet, Mayor." This morning I was getting ready to get in my place. Hold on. So thank you, Dave. Jeremiah Tobin, Screaming Eagles, 101st Airborne, right there. Dennis Buckley.
Thank you.
Pat Ficcio. Okay. Ken LaRue. Bruce Buchanan. Marty O'Hare. Mary Riley. There you go, Mary. All right. And the list goes on. William Halsley Jr. Harold Johnson.
Hey.
Joseph Alvino. And his personal fan club. John D'Agostino. Clifford Heilman. Richard Husney. Martin Schmidt. Peter Keefe. John Cozine. Gary Staffen. And is Officer Fortunato here? Well, I saw him this morning. He's up there directing traffic. One of Mount Arlington's finest, Officer Matt Fortunato. Thank you, Matt, for your service. And any others who are in attendance that didn't get called, you want to shout your names out or let me know? All right. Next year, we'll make sure we get you. Who did I miss? Anybody? No?
Right here, Mayor.
Who we got?
Lauren Herrick.
Lauren Herron. Thank you so much for your service. Awesome. All right. Let me see where we are in this. So, I want to close out the ceremony, and I want to thank our police officers under the leadership of Chief Keith Picatinny, who has his mascot dog with him today. I don't know how you ended up walking the dog. Well, in full Class A, you're going to get dog hair all over that nice uniform of yours. But I want to thank all of our officers. Sergeant Jimmy DeStasio, thank you so much for being here. Our keynote speaker, Lieutenant Colonel Morgan, Frank Maher, again, thank you for everything. Everyone is reminded that we're going over to the Elks for free hot dogs and soda, hamburgers, so we'll see you there. God bless you. God bless Mount Arlington. God bless America.